What's up, guys? Today on Cooking with My Thoughts, we're gonna be making the breakfast shake, as you guys just seen. So first off, you just want to get live cereal. On this one, I basically just had like just crumbs and everything. But like, if you actually get like if you actually get like the squares and stuff, that would be perfect for the shake. But on this case, I didn't have the squares. I just had like some. I had like a couple of squares and just like crumbs. And you want to pour that in. And then the next ingredient on your list, I guess, is frosted flakes. So you pour like a little bit of frosted flakes in there, enough to be able to fill up halfway of your blender. In this case, my blender is like, like I think it's like a half like I think it's like 1 liter. I think it is of the size. And then the next thing you want to do, you can, this one was Roco Cocos or Roco Rojos or Coco Rocos or whatever, but it's just initially Cocoa Puffs. That was just like the um the um the low brand of it. But after you get that, because the reason why this is a breakfast shake is because it's like a chocolatey type of like, it's a cereal shake, and it's just made with just like all different types of cereal. um, and then the next thing you need, of course, is going to be milk. And so you pour your milk inside of the blender, and you pour it all the way up to the top to make it where it's just filling up most of the cereal. You basically just leave it down there, because if you have a blender like mine, then it's gonna basically mess up the whole entire, like it's gonna spill out, like it's gonna spit out, even though you have like the little lid on top of it where it's just like sealed and everything. But because of mine was sometimes it doesn't seal, I just basically, leave a little bit more space. And then you just simply blend for, I think it was like 2 minutes I did. Um, but you just basically try to blend it, try to make it where it's blendful, and try to make it where it's actually, because once you don't hear the crunch of everything, then you will actually be done with your blend, because you want that, you want it where it's just like cutting it, where it's cut every single pieces of it, where instead of it just being a crunchy type of cereal, it's a nice smooth creamy blend. And that's what the milk gives, that's what the milk is for, is to make it more of a creamy like type of milkshake. And so I basically paused it, and then the next thing you want to do is just like get some Hershey's caramel. um and after Hershey's caramel, you want to just basically decorate the cup with this caramel topping sauce. Or topping, I mean, it's topping sauce, but it's like syrups, more sauce, because like sauce is love. But yeah, you want to decorate your glass with caramel, because that will be it. You don't. It doesn't really care what. It doesn't really matter what type of. It doesn't really care. Like it's like a personification. No, it doesn't really matter what type of decoration you put in there, because afterwards you are gonna have to mix the caramel inside of the mix. But you just want to decorate your cup as well throughout the whole entire cup of the with the caramel topping. And you don't want like some, little topping either, because you don't want too much and you don't want too little, because too little won't get to that type of like, flavor. But too little or too much, I mean, give you diabetes and ruin the drink. Because it's supposed to be like a light, just like creamy type of like breakfast shake from these different cereals with the milk with the toppings too. Um, and just clean up afterwards after you do. And then you want to put like a filter on there, because you want to basically get all the leftovers from like those you want to get like all the leftovers from the stuff. And as you guys can see, it's like a creamy type of milk because of it. And this actually will take you more than a minute than it does to me, but like, from all the leftovers of the crunches stuff. So as you guys can see, there it goes, it's like a crunchy type of thing. And then I put all the leftovers from the filter to the blender, and then you want to basically mix up all the, as you guys can see in there, all the leftovers from like the life cereal and all like the crunches and stuff. You want to basically mix it up to make it more of like a, instead of like a bunch of gunk, you want to mix it up to basically make it like it's an oatmeal type of like refreshing type of thing. And after you clean up after yourself, because you don't want to make messes, of course, that's how you get ants, you want to get the hot fudge out. And then this is where all the mixing and fun stuff becomes part of the ingredient stuff, because you want to get the hot fudge out, you want to pour it inside of your cup. I don't know if I got in there. Yeah, I did. Okay, so you want to basically get the hot fudge in there, and then you want to mix up. You want to mix up the chocolate every single where it's on mixing up with the cup, mixing up with the stuff, because you want to mix up the not just like where it's like mixed up, but you want to mix the caramel with the chocolate with the mix, if that makes more sense. And even the cup is looking like it's jizzing. Don't, don't think about that whenever you make this, because that will ruin your experience. But after you do that, you want to get some chocolate milk powder. It can be chocolate mix syrup, or it can be chocolate milk powder. Chocolate milk powder will be better for this because you just put the powder in there. The syrup will make it more of like a I don't know, like a harder type of like mix, and not like an authentic type of taste. This is just the powder that will actually make it more of like a tasteful type of experience for you. Because what you're trying to go for is just like a chocolate type of breakfast type of shake. So you can make this during the day or the night. I prefer the day because, during the day is whenever you're just doing whenever breakfast things are supposed to do. And then the next thing is you're supposed to mix it up. I would rather prefer to do this with spoon instead of blender, because blender will just mix it up to where it's cut, and not where it's like the actual, cook what you want, where it's, cut and stuff. But yeah, guys, so afterwards you want to basically get your leftovers, and you want to basically put them inside of there where they're all chunky stuff, but you want to get them and you want to layer it on top of the mix, so it's not in the mix and it's not over the mix, if that makes more sense. And it might float underneath the chocolate in the mix and stuff, but it will float back up because it's like a light substance because of the life cereal mixes of it to it, but it's not where to the point where you're just like eating chocolate or eating like cereal on top of the mix, because of the milk and all the stuff where it was condensed and stuff. It gave it that condensation where it's just an actual like oatmeal type of stuff where you can actually get it alone. But this, you want to put it on top of the mix to give it more of like that full feeling of this is like a breakfast shake where and stuff. And just forgive me for like the cup jizz and get I'm sorry about that, guys. But no, you want to basically get it where it's fulfilling to the point where you want to basically just drink it. But don't drink this every single day. This is just like one type of treat. Most of the shakes are, because shakes are just like sugary, and you guys can see because I'm got a fat belly that because of my job doing this stuff, doing the shakes and stuff, that I have a fat belly, and that like I don't get a lot of exercise. But because of my workout show working for gains, I'm going to try to change that. But that's besides the point. Those of you who don't have YouTube shows and don't do this on a day-to-day basis, don't drink this most of the day. And it is pretty good. It's a pretty good mix because of the caramel flavors and all the flavors. But yeah, I'm JeremyrayRetherford. Salute you guys out. We're in the dreams, and I'll see you later.